If you've watched YouTube, you've probably heard this story before. Buying a crash car off a site like Copart and then trying to fix it for less than it would cost to buy a good used one. I mean, who could resist buying their dream car for way less than it's actually worth, and all it needs is just a little bit of work? Well, I certainly couldn't, but I think I might have made a mistake. A few weeks ago, I decided it was time to buy a new project car. If you've already subscribed, you've probably seen our cheap Porsche 911 and our abandoned Aston Martin. And although those projects were pretty fun, and not completely done yet, I decided to take it a step further. Since I first got into cars, I've always loved BMW, and more specifically, the M cars. BMW's M division has made some of the most incredible sports cars of all time, and the M5 has always been the top dog. But that also means they're expensive. Really expensive. When the new M5 came out in 2017, with a few options, it easily cost over $100,000. And even now, they're still worth over $60,000 with just a few miles on them. And to be honest, I can't really afford that. But then I found this, a 2019 BMW M5 competition, which had been in a pretty bad accident. So I did what any sensible person would do. I bought it. And here it is. This is literally my first time seeing this car because I bought it while on vacation in Colombia.
You got it?
Got it.
Ah!
And I just got back. Will actually took delivery of this car while I was away, and he did a fantastic job somehow managing to get it in this space, which it doesn't work from what I know, so.
It was really, really hard to get off the trailer. It was a complete pain. We had to drag it off with this Bobcat.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
All right. That's good news. So, the back looks fine. Literally, I have not seen the crash damage. I have a glimpse of it from here, but the back looks fantastic. This is so cool. It's a little paint swirl for sure, but nothing me and Will can't take care of, at least for that. Yo, that's crazy.
You got an exhaust system on
It's got a nice exhaust on it with no mufflers.
Yeah, yeah.
And it has carbon fiber. That's sick.
Carbon everywhere. Although I will say, upon examination, most of the carbon is not very well attached
That
to the
was
car.
not crash damage either.
Yeah, no, that was just bad. I mean, this carbon on the diffuser too.
This is cool though.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like the look of this.
On the diffuser, we have some scratches there.
Oh yeah. That's
It's
not too bad.
It's a New York car. We have to remember.
All right. Well, let's take a peek. Oh my God. It's one thing to look at crash damage in pictures. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's what is this?
That's headlight.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that's part of the headlight.
Oh, good. Good. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Wow, that thing got mangled, and this got. No kidding.
Yeah, it's
stuck.
It's stuck.
Dude, this is crazy.
Yeah.
We might be a little in over our heads potentially, but you gotta learn somehow, man. This is definitely one way to learn quickly. This is crazy. So this stuff is all just wrapped, right?
Yeah, you can peel it off.
Protective film.
It was to keep water from going in there.
Okay, well, we'll
And
figure
it's not
that
doing
out
anything.
shortly.
Yeah.
Oh God, come look at me, man.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
There's some messed up stuff going on. Oh, hey, it had upgraded intake.
Burger Motorsports. It's not really how it probably was when it went in the car.
No.
This is how your intake should look. Your intake looks like this. Diagnose the problem quickly. Wow, this thing. Oh gosh, what is that?
What is what?
Oh,
Oh, that's part of the intake I think you're throwing around in there. Oh, that's for oil.
Oh,
Is there any oil in it?
that's not good.
No.
Yeah, that's the oil cap. I'm gonna hope that there's no engine damage, but this can't be a promising sign of that.
Yeah, I mean, normally this is the radiator.
That should be.
That should be like, yeah,
Here.
like yay there.
So it's
It's
we're
about
gonna
a foot
hope-
back.
Man, there's some modules down here. The headlight exploded.
Yeah,
Because that's all headlight down there.
yeah.
It looks like from my.
I mean,
you could just dig around and hear.
yeah.
Now, this is also an unique damage because it's so high up on the car. Usually when you crash a car, all this would be broken. And you know, this is, oh, that's not in good shape either. That's a little crunchy for carbon fiber. But in general, it's high up.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that you can see a little bit of, I mean, we really gotta unwrap it, but This is the crash bar. It's definitely got a
wow.
little bit of damage, but most of the impact happened above it.
Yeah, so the crash bar is aluminum, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And it connects to these structural pieces. And you hope those aren't bent. We'll have to get everything off and measure to make sure it's not bent. But also this is structural back here.
Oh yeah, that's destroyed.
That's destroyed.
Yeah, you can see that the VIN is there, and it's been messed up.
Post. Check out the interior. Is it nice?
It is actually. It's totally mint, no damage ever.
Oh. There's airbags off. That's great. I knew that, but I didn't know these airbags went off.
Yeah.
It's nice, bro.
It's a nice place to
so
be.
clean in here. So we have airbags that have gone off. We have this airbag back here that you can clearly see, the main driver steering wheel airbag. The knee airbag for the driver went off. But the most important thing is the passenger dash airbag didn't go off. Now, when airbags go off in an accident, they trigger something called the pyro fuse, which kills all power to the car. That I know because I've watched Matt Armstrong before.
That's why I couldn't like power it on, take the handbrake off, so that's why I had to drag it everywhere. I was able to pop it into neutral with like a little thing on the bottom of the transmission, but it doesn't move because the handbrake's on and the power is completely cut.
No one was sitting passenger.
No, that's why that airbag didn't go off.
Yeah, the airbag didn't go off, which is nice because if the dash airbag goes off, these dashes, you can't just sew back up like some dashes. You have to actually replace the entire dash, take all the infotainment out.
It's not a repairable ordeal.
Something we're already in over our heads, I think, now seeing the crash damage, but that could have thrown it over the edge for what I feel that we're capable of at the moment. And that is one less thing to worry about. This thing's cool, but man, is this gonna be an interesting project. So I think today, we can at least start pulling all the trash out of it and see what we find. Because there's, we already found intake oil thing. Maybe we can get the hood open today. Because we need to check if we have engine damage before we move too far along in this process. Because that could stop us dead in our tracks. So today, the objective is to find a way to open this. Because it's a BMW, it has two hood latches, one on either side. And although it looks like the hood should just pop open, it's actually completely jammed itself shut. So I'm gonna do the most sensible thing to get it open, cut a hole in it. Because the hood is so messed up, I basically just have to guess where the latch is. There's a few layers of metal, so I have to cut through each individually, but it's actually looking like it might work. On the listing for this car, there were no pictures of the engine bay, and if there is serious damage in there, we could be completely screwed. A new engine for the M5 can easily cost around $20,000, which is almost as much as I paid for the car. If it needs one, the entire project would be ruined. So what we find under the hood is really, really important. With the latch portion of the hood fully cut loose, we can try to open it for the first time.
Oh my God. What's it stuck on over there? Is that latch still connected?
Yeah, we disconnected.
Okay.
Somehow, the latch on the side with the worst damage is still attached, so we have to get that side removed as well. With some help from our friend Nate, the hood is ready to open, and for the first time, we can check if there is any serious engine damage. I'm hoping that there's not.
The grand reveal.
Come on.
Woo!
Okay, so these engines are pretty far back,
This is the intake.
but this part is,
The turbos are right here, yeah?
the turbos are probably safe. Spacing between the rear, I wouldn't know, but it doesn't look bad. Just checking around, seeing everything. This intake didn't take a hit, obviously.
Downpipes?
On the other side.
There's downpipes on it?
Yeah.
So it's
Downpipes?
definitely really loud.
It's probably fast.
Yeah, it's probably tuned.
This is our oil cooler?
No, intercoolers.
Oh, this is our...
They're air-to-water intercoolers. So there's coolant lines that go
We're
here
crunched
then.
pretty far back on the side, as you can see.
To be honest, Jackson, we're gonna have to pull everything off the front of this car to see anything more, and that's not gonna happen today. But
We're gonna need so.
new headlight.
Our headlight disintegrated.
Yeah.
It's still there though. It's yeah, we could probably put it back together.
Yeah.
I'm starting to be able to see some engine.
How does the engine look?
Oh man, it's
That's not. You're not gonna do that by
not-
hand.
What was this?
That's like that. You know, there's like those X's in front of the.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that got mauled.
Yeah.
So this pushed back pretty far. Come take a look.
Yeah.
That's potentially where our problems are. It pushed back.
What is that?
To get a better view of the engine, we have to move the radiator back to where it should be. And to do that, we have to remove basically all of the structure that is supposed to hold it in place. Luckily, that's pretty simple. So after a few nuts and bolts, we can get everything out of the way to try to pull the radiator back into place.
That punctured the old radiator.
Don't put this through your radiator. Let's just see if I can do this.
Oh man.
It does move.
That's actually a pretty good view. It looks.
So we can cool it.
Yeah, well that adds up.
Yeah.
Is it not looking too bad back there?
I need to get a view down in there.
Yeah, I mean, what do I see?
What is this thing?
That it takes air from the intercooler, cooled air, and because the actual intakes.
Wait, where is this supposed to be?
What? Where's what supposed to be? That's the
whole-
throttle body right there, Jackson. It's supposed to be right there.
Oh, I'm pulling
So-
the whole thing. Well, hold on, look.
Yeah, I know. The throttle body is completely off down there. The intake plenum is probably f***ed up. I bet we cracked the plenum. And let me explain.
No, I don't think that's supposed to be down there.
Yes, it is. All right, let me explain.
Sure.
Yes, okay. So, this engine is a hot V, Jackson, which is something that you don't know about, but I do. That means the exhaust comes out the top inner part of the, that's why the turbos are up here on an engine like this.
Yeah.
So, most engines, especially V engines, the air gets pulled in right through here. So like the throttle bodies would be here, the air gets pulled through here, but on a hot V engine, the exhaust comes out directly into the turbos here, spools up the air, and then the air from the turbos, so the intakes go in here, right?
Yeah.
Air goes through here into these turbos, right? It gets pressurized, sent through these, which are the intercoolers, down to here, and you can see right here, these are the throttle bodies.
Yeah.
So that's like the throttle flap right here.
So, it's
So-
just cracked because it's plastic?
Yeah, so it's plastic and our plenum and our throttle body is cracked, which means we'll probably have to, I don't know how you do that, but
Which direction does it go?
it goes like this. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to sit like this.
Where's it bolted into?
Oh, well, that's the engine.
Oh, so
So
whatever's
it cracked
holding
off
it
the
to
engine.
is
It's cracked off the engine.
And it better be plastic
It's a
and not
plastic
metal.
plenum. No, it's a plastic plenum.
Okay, that's good.
So it's plastic
that's good
plenum
news.
cracked off the engine.
All right, well,
So
then
we're
it's
gonna need a
looking
new
like
intake plenum. I don't know how to do that.
that's something we're gonna need, but I just want to get a look in here at my eyes just to see if we have any engine
Yeah.
damage.
So
And I
this engine is basically the opposite of a regular engine, where the exhaust headers will be down there. The exhaust headers are up here, feed right into the turbo. Air goes down into the throttle body right there.
We're clear on engine damage, I think.
Yeah.
Unless that's destroyed, I see where it cracked.
It's just plastic though. It's just the intake plenum, which
Oh, it
is
should be
it's
good.
pretty easy to like.
So-
I mean, they're not expensive. It might be a pain in the ass to get to.
I don't think we have. I don't think we have engine damage.
I don't think so either. But we definitely can't turn it on with that plenum like that.
No.
This is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
We know we have some damage to the structural
It's
components.
basically this whole corner got shredded.
If you look back here, guys,
Yeah.
all these belts and pulleys and everything look to be in fine shape. Like, not pushed in, not cracked. It's just this took the hit.
Yeah, the intercooler and the
This
plenum.
stopped everything.
The plenum too stopped everything down there. That's why. So that plenum, you think about how like a regular intake plenum is on a car.
Yeah.
It just got pushed back and snapped off all the tubes that go to each individual cylinder.
Yep. So I think we're chilling.
Yeah.
For now, give a sigh of relief because it looks like there's no obvious engine damage. Doesn't mean there won't be engine damage, but
Mostly engine accessory damage.
mostly engine accessory damage. I think we're clear on that. Cross my fingers. Don't want to jinx myself. Next episode, we're gonna have to check if we bent the frame. We know this structural damage is here, but are these now misaligned? And if so, the engine might have to come out in order to bend those back. So that's tomorrow's problem. Not today. Today I feel good.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I might feel really bad. Subscribe. You're not gonna want to miss this series.
It's gonna be completely clinically insane. But yeah, that's not good.